you going?
That's good. Back in here again today. So this time we're going to just go through your range of movement today. Now this is all about flexibility. So in our when I first spoke to you, you said that you want to improve your flexibility and you're a little bit stiff at times. So this is going to help because 6 weeks later we're going to do exactly the same. No warming up or anything like that. So your it's going to be tight, but you can get 3 goes at doing this, and then, like I said, we'll do it again. So it is going to be pretty hard to start off with. So if you want to just straighten your legs. Now this is just going to be a simple ruler test, and then I'll write down the measurements. But I don't want you to swing. All I want you to do is just lean down and as far as you can, and sort of just hold it while I do the measurement, and then just sort of have it sit back up, and then we'll do it again. So this is just so I'll go past your foot. So when you're ready, you just lean over and just go as far as you can, and lean over and just touch your legs. You need to touch down as far as you can. Okay, so that is -10, which is not good. Like, you really want to be between your legs, but that's good because this is the part where you said you really need working on. So that's -10 on your first one. So that means you have got a problem with your range of movement in this one. So when you're ready,
Paris.
try that one again.
Paris.
And then I'll measure. Just lean up and just relax. Okay.
Paris.
Okay, so that's only -1 there. So was that hurting a little bit? Like pulling, no discomfort through your back? So don't overstretch, but you want to make sure that you're just nice and easy into it. You don't want any pulling or anything into your back. Okay, so this is your third one. So when you're ready,
Paris.
you just reach forward.
Paris.
Okay, so that's right on your toes there. So that's a 0. So that's right on, okay? So you haven't got a negative or positive on that one. Okay, which is okay. Now this next one you can stay sitting there as well. I'm going to do your arm under and over. Now you also said that one of your arms doesn't sort of flex real good. Okay, so what we're going to do, you just sit up nice and straight. Now you put one arm over and one arm under. Yeah, so that's push that to there. Now this one over the top. Okay. Yep. I'm just going to measure either gap or touch. Okay, well there's an overlap there, Megan, so I'll just quickly take that off there. So you have an overlap of 0.5 centimetre on that one. So that's an overlap, 0.5 centimetre. Okay, so okay, this is your bad side. So when you do it, pretend that you just sort of, there. If you sort of go like this and just sort of put that flat on your back, no, you're trying to turn your arm, that's it, and then push it up. So then come over the top. But you're actually, is that as far as you can go? So that's, wow. See, this is pretty big. Okay, Megan, see, so you've got a gap of 19 centimetres. Okay, so that's a gap. Which one went over there then? Your right arm?
Left arm went over.
And right arm under. Okay, so that's 19 centimetre gap. Overlap. Okay, so you can try that another 2 times and try to get that one arm, but you did say that you have trouble with, is that the trouble that you have with your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to work on that. So when you're ready, you're going to go that one again. Okay, so let's measure that one. There's still a gap, and it's a gap of, well, it's a little bit further because that's only 16 centimetres. Okay, so 16 centimetre gap. Do you want to try your other arm again and see whether that one's going to flex up a little bit more? See, that's an overlap by big time that time. So we'll put that on the ruler. So that's an overlap of 1 centimetre this time, not half. 1 centimetre. Okay, so you got one more try of this. Okay, that's you. Okay, so I'll just tuck there. Okay, well that's come down again to 13 metres, so you'd be happy with that if you've done it a little bit more often. You might be able to get that all stretched and that in through there.
Yeah.
13 centimetre. Okay, so you've got one more side to do. Okay, so you're pretty well on there, so that's still about your 1 centimetre, that's as far as you sort of got on that one. Okay, so with this one, I don't think we need to do a referral at the moment, but what we can do is keep an eye on that shoulder, and with the exercises that we give you and stretches, we might be able to get your scapula and your trapezius, upper trapezius stretched enough to work on that, and even rowing might help. But hopefully we'll just sort of loosen that one shoulder up a bit so you can then start stretching it. But everything else is pretty good, and naturally we need to work on your back because that's all to do with your back with your stretches as well. So we'll get some stretches happening and everything should come along okay.
Great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.